Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you about the heavy-duty applications that includes construction equipment, tractors, all road construction, etc. So with the future of heavy-duty vehicles and equipment moving towards cleaner diesel and also flex fuels, like for example, ethanol blended, etc., in certain markets, like Brazil or some other place. So, and higher electronics integration, advanced after treatment systems, stricter compliance requirements, and gradual electrification. How is MANN+HUMMEL positioning itself as a technology and filtration partner to support OEMs through this transition?
Yeah, there are different aspects, of course, but I believe the topics what you address, MANN+HUMMEL, we are, I call it even the perfect partner. If you look to the filtration expertise, what we have on the one side, we know what's going on in the entire world, but we also are in all of the markets. And just to take that example of battery electric, you know, a battery electric car is on the road for a while. We see the acceleration and we have the corresponding products. So what we are able to do is to transfer technologies from one segment to the other. So of course we are very, very present in the well-known internal combustion engine. That's the technology, but you rightly mentioned, it's moving towards cleaner diesel. And diesel will be in the market for a very, very long while. So I believe we can really bring our technology with the new filtration media, which helps to extend service intervals, with digital features then where you can really monitor and know exactly when is the filter exhausted and when do I have to replace. That helps our customers to increase the uptime and use their equipment in the optimal way. By the way, as you also speak about cleaner technologies, we also try to integrate that into our products with recycled material, with new production technologies, with a reduction in our own CO2 footprint. And we are today already able to calculate for all of our products our CO2 footprint. So coming back to the topic of the drivetrains, I spoke about the ICE, but there are new kids on the block. I would like to mention that the one for heavy duty is the fuel cell technology, the hydrogen technology. It could be a hydrogen ICE engine as well as also then the fuel cell technology. We are working, I would say, with all of the major players around the world. We have the products ready. And we have to see what the market will do. We experience a little bit of a slowdown of hydrogen. There was an hype, I would call it like that, a couple of years back. At the moment, we need the infrastructure. We need to have competitive prices for hydrogen as such. But we are ready to go, and we are working with the customers. And the third alternative drivetrain, you spoke about it, battery electric. Now, I already mentioned we are coming from the passenger car, but we see also mainly coming from China, a certain trend going more to battery electric in on-road vehicles, but also even in off-road. We have the products from passenger cars. We apply specific requests coming from the heavy-duty industry, but mainly we are the partner to do that. Because besides of the drivetrains, there are other features then which we believe then are very important and help to become a little bit cleaner in the future. So the one is the brake dust. If you look to the emissions of fine dust particles coming from an ICE vehicle, then only 15 to 20% are actually emitted by the powertrain as such. The remaining portion is coming from tires as well as from brakes. So in Europe, we already have the Euro 7 emission law then, which gives us a regulation in terms of fine dust particles emitted by brakes. We have been developing such a filter for years now. The product is ready. We are discussing with our customers. At the moment, I would say the market need is in passenger car, not there. But this is a different aspect when we speak about a cleaner world, emissions for the future, where we can contribute with our know-how and our products.
No, where will be the application? Like, for example, you said brakes and also tires.
Yes.
They emit dust, correct?
Yes.
So where can you collect all the dust particles?
The tires are a little bit more tricky, but for the brakes, we collect the particle as its source. So we install a filter at the wheel, and then we have also, we call it a passive and an active system. A passive system only collects what is coming towards the filter. An active system, more or less, I call it very simple, a vacuum cleaner, where you have a pump and you actively suck the particles. An additional feature is, we call it a fine dust filter in the engine compartment, and that is propelled by the cooler van, and also it sucks particle from the environment. So you can see that even when a vehicle is not in move, it can be used as absorbing all the fine dust particles which are in the area and in the environment.
Do you intend to make filters smarter? Meaning, is there a possibility for filter to communicate, because of connected technologies, communicate to MANN+HUMMEL that it is going to go into clock soon and then it has to be replaced?
Yeah. Actually, we do not intend to do that. It's already reality. We have that. And we are working with customers when and how to implement. So we develop by ourselves an algorithm to really predict when the filter has to be replaced. And that's what I meant earlier. Traditionally, you have your service intervals independent of the environment you are in. And with such kind of devices, you can have a light at the dashboard or whatever. You can really make the filter smart. And it's not only for one filter type, you can do it for all of the filter types, communicating with each other. But as you can imagine, this is also about data protection. It's about who owns what data, where do you get all the data from. Here we are discussing with the customers, but I can tell you the technology is there.
Lube manufacturers, lubricant manufacturers have been working, or they have already introduced long time, 10 years ago, for longer duration of lubes. And second step what they began was to match with all the fluids that are in a truck, so that the downtime of the truck is reduced. Do you also see opportunity to develop a longer duration, long life filters, which can which can match the changing cycle of lubricants?
Yes, I would even say the filter as such, and you speak about fluid filters, oil filters, it is not the bottleneck in terms of longer service intervals. It's rather the oil what we see.
Correct.
And now I give you an example about a passenger car area, but I think it was more than 20 years back. We already developed a filter which has lifetime conditions. So you can work on this. It's a complete new technology, but that's a little bit also depends on the strategy of the customers.
That's the vehicle manufacturers.
Of the vehicle manufacturers. What is their intention, what they would like to do. We are fully open. I think technology is there. And if you look, the general trend is rather to increase service intervals.
Mr. Spaeth, thank you so much for your time. It was lovely listening to you. Thank you for educating me.
Thank you.
Thank you.